Hey everyone, it's Chaos here with Angel, and I decided to make a tag called the BJD Oops Tag. So basically I'm going to read the questions, and I hope anyone who wants to do it will do it, and then I'll answer the questions myself at the end. So the first question is, has one of your dolls fell or has been dropped? Question 2, have you scratched a face up? Number 3, have you chipped any part of your dolls? Number 4, does any of your dolls have staining? Number 5, have you had an accident restringing or changing clothes? And number 6, have you had a dye job or a color match job go wrong? So that's all the questions. It's pretty short. And for my responses, like number 1, for if any of my dolls have has dropped or fell. So yes, like pretty much all of my dolls have fallen at least once. Not because I've dropped them carrying them or anything, but like sometimes when I'm doing a photo story, like just the pose they're in, sometimes they fall and I have to reposition them. So that happens like a ton, but they usually fall on my bed. I've only dropped 3 dolls actually on the ground. One of them I dropped because I was trying to carry too many dolls at once, and then they fell for like a video. Then another one, I was trying to pose my dolls and they just weren't standing very well, and then the doll like face planted and I was like, oh. And then the last one was outside. I was trying to take a photo shoot like on my balcony area, and they were standing again, but the wind blew really hard, so they went poof, and I was like, no. Yeah, I was super like, please don't be broken. Anyways, 2, have you chipped a face up or scratched a face up? I personally have not scratched a face up, but my dolls have scratched their own face ups because sometimes, you know, if they're wired tight, they're like kicky. So Richard can touch his face, so sometimes like his arms like kick up like this, and he went like chick, and he has cut like or cut a scratch like right there, and you can't really see it. It's really small. Like even if I brought it up to the camera, you guys probably wouldn't see it, but if you look for it in person, you could see it. And then I have to take his wig off, but I've showed you guys in a previous video that he fell when I was doing a photo story and fell on the ground, and like he's fallen before and been fine, but this time it's very tiny right there. Yeah, he chipped his face up, so I was like, oh. I was so upset because I just had him and he chipped his face. Anyways, number 4, does any of your dolls have staining? Yes. For the longest time, none of my dolls had staining, like my MSDs, and then when I got SDs, the stainings began. He has a trash ton of staining. That's why he has this tattoo all over him. Yeah, all of this is covering staining, and yeah, all of it covering staining on him, because I put him in a shirt and I didn't know how vinyl stains so easily. Like I knew they stained easily, but I didn't know they stain so easily. And I put him in a shirt for like half an hour and it stained everything. So that's what happened with that. And I know you could do like the zit cream thing, but I just didn't want to. So I just gave him a huge tattoo. Even some of my resin dolls have staining. Mostly my white skin dolls have staining. Like one outfit that like a normal skin doll would wear was fine, but when I put it on my white skin doll, they stained. So I was like, what's up with that? I was pretty upset because like some dolls wore that same outfit for a while, never got stained. I put on the white skin doll for like 2 days, stained. So yeah, I think like at least 5 of my dolls have staining, and some of them get stained by their wigs. A lot of them got stained from their wigs. Not homemade wigs, like when I buy wigs from online, they get stained if they're dark. Anyways, next, Have you had an accident restringing or changing your dolls? I actually haven't had an accident restringing or changing my dolls, but I've heard some people have. Yeah, there's that. Then, oh, I think I missed one. Sorry, I missed number 3. If I've chipped any part of my dolls. Yes, I've chipped one of my dolls because I was trying to restring him. I guess this would count as also a restringing accident now I think about it. I just, when I was trying to pull out the arm, it was really tight. So, like, the hook accidentally scratched, like, the opening part. I'll show you guys, like this part here scratched and, like, chipped. And I was like, oh, but it's not noticeable. And then, for chipping, I accidentally stepped on one of my dolls. How do you do that? The doll, like, I had them on the ground to take a picture, and my cat, was trying to lay under my foot. Because if you have cats, you know how they try to get under your feet sometimes. I don't know why. So I was trying to dodge out of the way to not step on my cat, and then I stepped on the doll and the hand broke. So, well, not the whole thing, but a finger broke. So that's that. And the last one is, have you had a dye job or color match go wrong? No, because I have not tried to dye or color match a doll before. But I guess the closest thing I've had is, like, buying from 2 different companies, hoping that the color match would match, and it hasn't. But I don't have that doll anymore, so I can't really show you guys. But yeah, that's what happened. Anyways, I hope you guys like the tag, and I hope you guys do it too, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.